What's the most important thing when it comes to marketing is actually this part. It's who we market to, because we can have the best offer, but if we're showing that to people that don't have the means or capacity to pay the business, then we're going to get leads, but we're going to get very disappointed, and we're going to spend a lot of time in sales conversations that don't convert, which can be very, very frustrating, very time consuming. So I'm going to demonstrate how to get in front of the clients that can pay you. So the first one is the campaign pillar. So it's basically who can pay you. And we're going to focus on the Meta platform today, because for most businesses, I'm imagining that they're going to be working with audiences that we can reach on Meta. And it's a really powerful platform with its ability to get in front of target customers with its intuitive AI and what it already knows about who you're trying to reach. So what we want to do is think about, okay, who has the means to pay my business? And they aren't going to be price sensitive. They're going to value quality, and they're going to make fast decisions. They're not going to muck around. So if we click this create audience button and click on the saved audience option, what I'm going to do is there's a link down here that says switch to original audience options. Now we might do a little play along here, and I'm going to call it high-end audience Melbourne. Now, for those of you that are in Melbourne or know Melbourne, just throw out a high-end suburb. Bentley, bright Toorak, beautiful mate. So let's use Toorak as an example, because that's one I think a lot of people would recognize, even if you don't live in Melbourne. So what we want to do is come down to the location. So this is people living in the location or recently in the location. So if we put in Toorak and we choose Toorak, what we can then do is come to this pin and we can just drop it near Toorak. And then I'm going to remove the Toorak suburb. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a 7-kilometer radius around Toorak. And if we zoom in on the map, you're going to see the types of suburbs that we're going to be targeting: Camberwell, Canterbury, Hawthorn, Toorak, Armidale, Prahran. And if you know Melbourne, you'll know people that can afford to live in these areas, they've got to have some income and they've got to have some money. So the next thing that you want to do, and you just do this with the high-end suburbs in your service areas that you can offer your services, your products to in your market. Then we want to get the age range dialed in. So in that audience, there's going to be some people living at home with their parents. So how do we try and get to the people that are actually the high income earners that live or rent properties in that area? So we probably want to change this age range to 30 and above. The next thing you want to do is specify, are your target clients men or women? And here's the exciting news. In 2025, you don't really need to give Facebook much more information than this, unless you're in a very specific niche. It'll work out with its capabilities how to get the offer that we create in the next step in front of the people that are likely to respond to that offer. So it's literally this simple to create an audience in most cases. And I'd say 80% of the campaigns that we run for clients, we're just doing something like this in terms of the who.